We're not American. We Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's who we are. That's our real nationality. We're from the 12 tribes of Israel. Abraham, Isaac, unto Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. What?
Unto the ground.
Just like Adam. God know what he made. See? God made a black man.
That's right.
That's his color. Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5. We're going to go through these scriptures. This ain't the Bible.
Let's do it then.
Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5.
Bring it out.
God know what he made. The first man was made in his image. God's son Christ. What color is Christ? Because they give us this. Who the hell is this?
I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know either. It's the devil. That's not. This is what Christ looks like. This is not in the Bible. Read Song of Solomon.
The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Read.
I am black.
Now this is King David's son, King Solomon. King Solomon said what?
I am black.
I am what?
Black.
I am black and what?
But comely.
And comely, meaning I'm black and beautiful. That's what King Solomon said. The son of King David.
Yeah.
There's black people throughout all this book. So to say that we don't know what color we are, that's a lie. We know what color we is. I can look in the mirror and I can tell you, if a white man walk up and I ask him, what is you? He gonna say you a black man or an African American. White man know what color you is.
We're not African American because I haven't never been to Africa.
We're not African. We're not American. We Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's who we are. That's our real nationality. We're from the 12 tribes of Israel. Abraham, Isaac, unto Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. We descend from them 12 sons.
That's right.
That's who we are according to the Bible. You're correct. We're not black. We're not African American. As far as our nationality descends right here.
Keep on, keep on.
All right, we're going to show you. Let's go to Deuteronomy. The book will show you how we know who we are according to the Bible. Because the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, how we get over here on this side of the world.
Yeah.
How do we get over here? On a boat. Is that in the Bible?
No.
Let's see. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15. Read. Thus it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The Bible says if you won't listen to God, it will happen. What's going to happen? Continue.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
If we don't keep God's commandments, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What's going to happen?
That all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now curses good or bad, my brother? Curses are bad. Curses are judgments. Let's get a judgment. You said boats is not in the Bible. Let's get a judgment. Go to 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it up. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now when the Bible says Egypt, it's speaking about slavery. When the children of Israel were in Egypt under Pharaoh, when Moses said, let my people go, they were slaves. So the first thing that the Israelites hear when God says Egypt, he hears slavery.
That's right.
Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again, how?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Hold on now. I know the Bible didn't say a ship. With what?
With ships.
The Bible said that the so-called Israelites will go into slavery by means of a ship. Now you said, how do we get over here? How do we get on this side of the world? A ship. What the Bible say? A ship. Look at this. Cargo slave ships.
That's right.
Cargo slave ships. That happened to us. Packed like sardines, right? Look at this. Packed like sardines. You couldn't go to the restroom. You had to go to the restroom on top of your brothers. They wouldn't allow you to get up, go ahead and use the bathroom. Nah. You had to do that on top of your brothers. Packed in this boat. Like cargo, like you said, like sardines. What else does the Bible say?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Just like Moses said it was going to happen, it happened. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
It is talking about our homeland. Our homeland is Israel, Jerusalem. Northeast Africa.
So the
Don't
north.
let the white man fool you and tell you it's the Middle East. There's no such thing as the Middle East.
That's right.
Israel is Northeast Africa. It's the
right.
same continent. When they walked out of Egypt, they walked into the promised land. They walked right out of Egypt, straight into the promised land, which is Israel,
That's
Jerusalem. We will not see our homeland again. Read.
And there,
Once you got off these boats over here on this side of the world, read.
ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
What?
Sold.
What did it say?
No.
To be sold. A cargo of 94 prime healthy what? Negroes.
Why is it on the birth certificate? It's on the birth certificate.
That's what the white man calls you, a Negro.
Yeah, I'm a Negro.
That's what the white man calls you.
Yeah, I'm a Negro.
God don't call you no damn Negro.
That's right.
You're not a Negro to God. We are the sons of the living God. We are
That's right.
royalty. God calls us royalty. We
Yes,
descend
sir.
from the Most High.
Blood.
The white man calls us a Negro. We came over here
It's
as
on the birth
slaves
certificate. Negro.
because we broke God's commandments.
That's right.
That's why we living in these conditions, because we broke God's commandments. Now what we must do to get out of these conditions? Put that down. What we gonna do to get out of these conditions?
All we gotta do is pray to God.
Pray. That's all you say is pray to God?
Stand up.
Stand up. That's what you say, sis? Let's get it out the Bible. Read Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
We're gonna see what God says how to get out of these conditions. How to get out of the hood, the ghettos, the slum, this lower state that we living in. Read.
And it shall come to pass,
Read.
if thou shalt hearken,
If you what?
shalt hearken,
Shalt hearken, meaning listen to God. If you listen to God, read.
diligently
Diligently, read.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
To observe and do all his commandments, what's gonna happen?
which I command thee this day,
Read.
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high,
Set thee where?
on high,
How?
above all nations,
Above who?
all nations.
God said if we keep the commandments, we'll be above all nations on the earth.
Right. That's right.
Are we above all nations on the earth right now?
Yes.
We at the bottom.
We above, but we just can't
We at
see
the
we
bottom
above.
of society. White man running the whole planet Earth.
Right.
We way at the bottom of the totem pole. We don't own none of these businesses in our neighborhoods. When you want something to eat, where do you go? Walmart, the grocery store. We don't own Walmart. We don't own Safeway. We don't own Kroger. That's a curse. Water. Water comes out the sky free. Why do you gotta pay a water bill? Why do you gotta buy Aquafina? Why you gotta buy Fiji, Dasani? Why you gotta buy Ice Mountain? That's a curse. God gave us rulership of the whole planet. We were supposed to govern this whole planet and push out God's laws. But guess what? We broke God's laws. And God said, since you broke my laws, I'm going to send you into slavery, and your oppressors will rule over you. Give me that. Give me 47.
Yes, sir.
It's in the Bible. Get 47.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 47.
Read.
Check it out. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness
Read.
and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
The abundance of all things is the whole planet Earth.
That's right.
All the resources in the planet, diamonds, gold, silver, everything of the planet belonged to us. We didn't want it. We wanted to follow the other nations and commit idolatry. God said, since you don't want to serve me for the whole planet Earth, read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Thine who?
Thine enemies.
Friends don't put friends in slavery. God said you're going to serve your enemies. For what?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which God sent against us. God sent these nations of people against us.
That's right.
There's no coincidence they came on the west coast of Africa and got one certain people. It's biblical, it's spiritual. God sent these people to get us because we broke his commandments. Read.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
You hungry. Just like I said, you got to serve your enemies for hunger. We don't own McDonald's. McDonald's came from a white man. White man started McDonald's.
Yes, they did.
Read.
And in thirst.
When you thirsty, just like I said, we don't own no water companies. We don't own water springs.
No, we don't.
Water comes out the earth free. Read.
And in nakedness.
Clothes. We don't own clothes. We don't own the companies. They got clothing companies, but we don't own no textiles. Other nations own the textiles for the clothes. Read.
And in want of all things.
God said you're going to serve your enemies for the want of all things. It's talking about a birth certificate, death certificate, a driver's license, toilet paper to wipe your behind. We got to go to our enemies for it. Because we broke his commandments. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
Hold on.
I like that.
God said he should do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron on their neck? We did. What does God say he shall what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
Look at this. Look at our people. Shackled up, chained up, yokes of iron on their neck. That happened because we broke God's commandments. Our God is nothing to be played with.
Yeah.
He did this to the whole nation.
Yeah.
Now it's high time you brothers and sisters awake out of sleep and come back to God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.